We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Utah Jazz come in for this one. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports for myself, Kevin Harlan, and my broadcast partners, Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Welcome, everyone. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. And so in the game for the Jazz, Enes Kanter is out there with Favors. Then it's Exum, and it's Hayward, and it's Novak in at the 3 spot.
You can't give him that shot. I mean, a few open looks are all it takes, and he can really get rolling.
Well, Gordon Hayward unable to reach an agreement on a contract extension with the Utah Jazz last season, so instead it played out in restricted free agency. A player with a lot of admirers around the league, and a big raise, certainly a given for him.
Utah the rebound. Novak with the 3. And he gets the bucket. Novak's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And for Hayward in a contract year, upping his rebounding and Steve his passing rates, but his shooting numbers did take a dip.
I think that's the key for Hayward's future, Kevin. He's got to be very consistent from the perimeter to become an all-star. He's already such a terrific all-around player, but if he can be really solid from the perimeter and consistent, look out. You know, he's got a quick trigger from that range when he senses that the defense has backed off.
Boy, I tell you what, he drifts in off the baseline and throws down an absolutely amazing reverse windmill.
I think, guys, he was saving that one.
Yeah, I'm glad he did. That was fun to watch.
Now, here's Kanter. Puts it up from 17. And Utah again with the bucket.
Well, he's off to a good start, and he's a guy who we know if he gets going early, give you problems all day.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Mayo drives in. O.J. Mayo in his 7th year in the NBA really just seems he's never been able to truly improve, guys, from his rookie year.
Well, yeah, if anything, last season he took a big step backwards, Kevin. I mean, with his field goal percentage, passing, his rebounding all down, I'm not sure he was in great shape either.
For Utah, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action. You can always depend on him to put the pass right on the money.
Exum passes to Hayward. The feed to Novak. Kanter in the corner. Kicks it to Novak. Shot clock at 6. And again, it's Utah.
And the story of this game in the early stages is just how well they've been shooting the ball.
Steve, their percentage from the floor is really impressive up to this point.
Mayo into the lane. Here's Henson. And Dante Exum picks up the foul. And the Bucks making a change here. Middleton's checked in. Utah also making some changes. Trevor Booker comes in for Kanter. And it's Burke in for Exum.
Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. Brandon Knight missing on the 3. And Favors kicks to Booker. And that'll be Utah as it goes out of bounds. Jazz retain possession.
They had no choice but to lunge for that pass to stop it from getting through.
Well, that was a good job. It could have been a quick bucket if he doesn't knock it out of bounds there.
O'Brien, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Bayless comes in for Antetokounmpo.
You know, one thing you like when you look at this young Jazz team is the size that's already in place there. Not only size, but good, young, strong players that have some athleticism. And that'll serve you well when you do make your way to the playoffs, because it allows you to play in playoff-type basketball, which is usually more physical and played more in the half court.
And many of the Jazz players travel to a training center in Santa Barbara, California in the offseason.
They work on their athleticism and explosiveness, and there's been some impressive results. In fact, you look at the athletes in the NBA today, the training methods far more advanced than in the days before.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Ilyasova's checked in. Now here's Burke. Brandon Knight missing his last shot.
Well, every once in a while, he'll show us some pretty good moves around the hoop.
And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. Knight dishes to Bayless.
They've done a terrific job rebounding here so far, allowing no second chance points.
Now Johnson. Pass to Burke. Here's Booker. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Oh, and here we go. Bayless got the fast break chance.
Jazz foul. Trey Burke.
Milwaukee shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
At the line.
He misses the free throw.
Chris Middleton. 2 shots.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also.
Not a typical trip to the line for him there. He had been knocking them down today.
Booker the pass to Burke. It's Wilson with the drive.
They've made one basket after another since getting this game started, and you wonder, is the blowout in store?
Too early to say that and go there, Steve.
Come on.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
And the defense has been key in building this lead. They've really clamped down hard.
They've done a nice job, Steve. I think challenging every shot, a hand up on every shot.
Ilyasova out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Mayo. Then it's Jared Bayless. And it's O'Brien in at the 5. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
Yeah, nice fast break from start to finish, guys.
Especially on the back end. I mean, he polished it off perfectly.
Well, Steve, a silver lining to last season for the Bucks, the surprising play of their rookie, the Greek freak, Antetokounmpo.
You know, the youngest player in the NBA last season made a huge leap, and the potential is just incredible. The wingspan, the length, the speed. He has a chance to be special.
John Henson's checked in for Ilyasova. The Jazz also changing it up. Novak's checked in, and Gordon Hayward is subbed in for Trey Burke. There's a screen. Out to Hayward. Stolen by Henson. And it's the Bucks on the break.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted. The aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
Yeah, that's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
It's good, and the Jazz is cut to just 5 on the basket from Bayless.
And for the Milwaukee Bucks, you might say it's been 4 decades since they've had a truly transcendent talent. It's still early, but the guy they call the Greek freak has that potential. I mean, at his size with his perimeter skills, the sky is the limit for Giannis.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
There you go, man.
Hey, Kevin. Well, for Giannis Antetokounmpo and his brother Thanasis, a second-round pick, a dramatic change of fortune. Living in Athens, they struggled. Thanasis said, we'd be on the street selling a toy, a watch, something. And it's a good day because we didn't starve that day. Guys, their attitude hasn't changed. They try to save every penny.
They know how much every dollar can matter. Doris, thanks.
And you look at the frame of Antetokounmpo, 6'9" on draft day with a 7'3" wingspan. They say he's still growing. He could be over 7 feet tall when all is said and done. And he's got good ball handling skills. He could actually be an elite talent.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Hayward with a screen for Exum. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Dante Exum, a long, athletic combo guard out of Australia. His father came from the U.S. He was a teammate at North Carolina with Michael Jordan and then went to Australia to play professionally for a number of years. That's why Dante grew up down under.
Defensive foul. Steve Novak. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Mayo kicks to Bayless. To the paint. And stolen by Favors.
Excellent anticipation there. He was laying in the cut, we say.
And he gets it to go.
He's so reliable. You know, his offense seems to be consistently there for this team.
Henson's shot is off.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
Now, not giving up too many second chance opportunities, which is always important, and it's been one of the reasons they have the lead right now.
Hayward dishes to Exum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Cantor.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard. Clark, bring it down hard,
Yes,
my
sir.
brother. And here's Mayo for 3. That's good, and so Bayless with the assist. That's now 8 points for O.J. Mayo.
And the field goal percentage now up over 50%, so the offense coming around.
Yeah, Steve, I think that's a good sign. I mean, they stumbled out of the gates, but looking to regain some ground right now.
Hayward can't hit.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Passes it to Cantor. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Mayo. Inside. And stolen by Hayward.
Oh, get it! Oh, watch out now.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Well, you know what the questions are about now. It's their defense, that's for sure.
Hayward with a screen for Exum. And Favors has it in the corner. Here's Cantor. Bayless grabs the board. Bucks trail by 7. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Mayo kicks to Antetokounmpo. They shoot again. Over Favors. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second personal foul. If he gets another, he probably puts him on the bench for the rest of the first half.
Henson the pass to Ilyasova. That's good.
Pretty much no chance for the smaller defender to block that jumper.
Yeah, he knows exactly how to use his size to his advantage there.
Millsap has the open look. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Gordon Hayward with another strong contribution so far in this one.
Well, he created a lot of opportunities for himself in the first couple of quarters. And I'll tell you what, he was smart with his shot making too. He really took good ones.
You know, points per shot attempted is really one of the undervalued stats in the game, and it's a real measurement of efficient scoring.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. They've got Favors. Hayward out there with Exum. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Novak in the small forward position. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, guys, Quinn Snyder this season taking over as head coach of the Utah Jazz. Snyder said the fit is terrific. He loves player development. Certainly a nice compliment to this young roster. Snyder's road in the coaching ranks has been a winding one, but he said the adversity he's faced has made him a better coach and a better person. Gentlemen,
his time has come, Doris. All the makings of a great coach. Thank you. Savage. That's the way to get some momentum on your side.
Absolutely. Those dunks can really have a deflating effect on the defense.
Especially coming from a guy out of the backcourt. Brandon Knight last season traded for the other Brandon Jennings. They swapped teams, and Knight ended up with the Bucks. So far, so good. Knight over 2 years younger, and he had his best season yet.
And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That's his first foul. Timeout called the Bucks.
And for Knight last season, you know, he upped his rate of scoring and assists, all while lowering his turnovers. That's a nice combination there, showing promise as the Bucks point guard of the future.
And that one's good. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
They had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
Boy, the big fella's showing us a little explosiveness for a change.
Well, maybe Clark is working on his dunk skills because he looked perfectly at home right there.
Now, sometimes he can clang those, so I'm glad to see him get that one down.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
That's his first personal foul.
And Brandon Knight regarded as something of a combo guard coming into the league. A shooting guard's game, Steve, and a point guard's body.
Yeah, but it's encouraging to see his progress, you know, improving his assist-to-turnover ratio every season, and with his work ethic, I think he has a chance to make that adjustment to the point guard position.
Exum dishes to Hayward. Feeds it to Novak. The Jazz working the ball around now. The Bucks trail. Here's on to Tacumbo. The kick out to Ilyasova. Back to Knight. For the lead. To the wing on the left. On to Tacumbo. That's good. The assist that time from Knight. Knight's got 3 assists in the game. Now, here's Exum. He's guarded by Knight. And that one's good by Novak.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
Yeah, Clark, they've been more active and more physical down low, and I think that's been the difference.
Mayo, that's good.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
The Milwaukee Bucks are a team that's tried season after season, year after year, particularly recently, to put the best team they could manage on the floor. Unfortunately, that type of approach has kind of left them in no man's land. Not good enough to compete for a title, not quite bad enough to draft a potential superstar.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. O'Brien, he's checked in for Henson. Chris Middleton comes in for Antetokounmpo. And Jared Bayless subbed in for O.J. Mayo. Johnson kicks to Millsap. He feeds it to Burke. Back to Millsap. Shot clock at 3. Blocked. And Bayless kicks to Middleton. Knocked away. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. talk about that no man's land. The Bucks have tried to sign the best players they could, but so often those mid-tier veterans really don't move the needle.
Yeah, but you know, with this year's top pick, and then you got the Greek freak, Antetokounmpo. I mean, the Bucks have finally acquired a young talent who they think maybe be able to take them to the next level. We'll see.
Down low. Here's O'Brien. Misses in close. Millsap attacking. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here.
16 seconds on the shot clock. 16.
There's 47 seconds left to play in the third. Johnson the screen. Off the pick. And that one's good. Millsap. Now it's a 6-point Jazz lead.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Yeah, he's trying to take the wind out of their sails here. I mean, they're on the wrong end of a bad run. They got to sort things out.
I think things were very close to spiraling out of control if he didn't burn one there.
And Antetokounmpo's checked in for Chris Middleton. The Bucks have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Bayless the pass tonight. Can they get it? And again, the Bucks miss. Utah leading by 6. Millsap kicks to Booker. Back to Millsap. And again, it's Utah.
Yeah, he didn't have to slow down at all, guys. Just perfectly timed pass there.
Here's Knight. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees.
Bucks trail by 6. Knight and Mayo man the backcourt. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Then it's John Henson. And it's O'Brien in at the 4 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those balls.
Any extra possessions that you can get, either through steals or rebounds, are so critical in this game.
Dante Exum is one of the highest drafted international players in history, despite being relatively unknown. Not many scouts have seen a lot of him in person, but big performances at the Hoop Summit and the FIBA Under-19 Championships helped solidify his stock as a top prospect. Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam. Well, he's been a real positive factor for them today, although, you know, as a team, they've had a lot of negatives mixed in there as well.
And Dante Exum, since age 15, a member of the Australian senior men's basketball team, the youngest player to join the team in 30 years.
Yeah, you know, he's proven himself at a very high level, Kevin, based on that Australian senior men's national team experience. And, you know, just watching him play, you can see that he's already mastered the ability to slash.
Novak dishes to Favors. Comes up empty down low. And here's Mayo from beyond the arc. The rebound by the Jazz. Exum passes to Hayward. He kicks it to Exum. Here's Novak. And Henson pulls it down. Henson's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Right for 3. That's good. Knight's got 6 points in the quarter.
Those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games, Steve.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Quinn Snyder was going over with his team. He's looking for whatever they have left in the tank. He said, I know it's been a hard-fought game, but now's not the time to leave anything in reserve. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I expect you to be going all out full speed. Guys?
And thanks for that story, Doris.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Here's Henson. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Things are really tightening up now, guys. Their offense has become unstoppable.
Not sure where it was before, but better late than never.
And Cantor throws it down. This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is over this.
Well, I just, you know what, Kevin? Come on, Kevin. I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force.
Exum kicks to Cantor. Mayo brings the double team. Hayward dishes to Exum. Here's Cantor.
Been able to get out to this lead without really getting a very reliable performance out of him from the field.
Bucks trail by 3. They kick out to Ilyasova. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Jazz have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Exum passes to Hayward. Here's Cantor. Makes it off the glass. And it's a 5-point Utah lead.
And this game is really heated up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, there's always room for more offense, Steve. You know that.
Savage, that's the way to get some momentum on your side.
Absolutely. Those dunks can really have a deflating effect on the defense.
Yeah, especially coming from a guy out of the backcourt.
Novak kicks to Hayward. No challenge from the defense there. Clark could have put that one through any way he wanted.
And I love the choice there, partner. Going hard to the hoop for that throwdown.
Yeah, that's invisible defense leading to a very visible finish.
Cantor kicks to Hayward. And stolen by Ilyasova. Middleton dishes to Knight. The 3. Ilyasova can't hit. And that's an intentional foul. And the Bucks making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. 36 seconds left in the fourth. And so they foul intentionally.
Looking at the game for Hayward, he has 20 points and a steal. You know, as tremendous as his stats are, what I've liked most is just the effort he's put into this game.
Yeah. It's really been something. The energy that he's brought, he's worked his tail off at the offensive end, and first guy back defensively as well.
Those foul shots put them that much more in the driver's seat.
Mayo, and that's for 2. Here's Henson. Rebound, Utah. They've led by as much as 10. Well, for the Jazz, they can just run out the clock. And there's the foul. It goes on Ilyasova. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. He hits the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 9-point ball game here.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
That's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were right in his face.
Novak kicks to Burke. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Utah with the win.